Hey, I'm Dave, and today we're going to pack for a UK tour. It's 2 days before the first part of the Theigns and Thralls UK tour, so I'm going to start packing the equipment, and you know, over the next couple of nights I'll get it all packed up. The thing about UK gigs is that I tend to drive to them, so the rest of the guys in Theigns and Thralls all have to fly to the shows. So when possible, I bring as much equipment as I can. So everyone's given me a list of all the bits and pieces they need. So I've got sort of tonight and tomorrow evening to get it all packed up and into the truck. So I think I'll start with the easy stuff. We'll do base first. We'll get the base stuff. I don't think this base has been used since Arian used it on the last a couple of gigs we did in the UK. Probably Warhorns, actually. Let's get it packed up. That's Arian's base. Strings, strap. Yeah, it looks like everything's here, ready to go. I think he left it the way he wanted it, knowing that the next time it would probably be used would be now. So that's our bass guitar. Let's get a bass amp. The bass amp's this way after Rule of 6 used it. Rule of 6 had this bass amp out 2 weeks ago in Belfast, so it should all be here, but let's just check. Make sure. You gotta, yeah. I got in trouble the last time I played a UK tour because I forgot to bring this bit. So that's very important. Yes, that is all we need. That's the bass stuff. Let's get my rig together. Whistles. There's the 3 whistles I need. A C, a D, and a, what's that one? An E. That's not used very often. It's always a good idea to check if your wireless packs are charged, but it's also a good idea to do that before you start packing. So here we are. You can't really go wrong with a Kemper. Let's find some guitar picks. Find a small bag. There we go. Our Theigns and Thralls guitar picks. That should be my equipment. I still need to get my guitar together. Let's do that now. First time on the road for this PRS. Let's see what it's like. I think I'm going to throw my Old Faithful in just as a backup because I've got the room. I think so. I think I've got the room. Let's try it anyway, just in case. Let's sort out the merchandise. This is the case that Kevin gave me after the Warhorns Festival because the next gigs I would be driving to, so I just held on to it. So I need to just make sure we know what's in here and put the new albums in. And we also need to make sure this thing's working right. That's the wrong one. That's the Euro one. We need the sterling one, the pound sterling one. I think it's in this merchandise bag from Rule of 6's. But now that I think about it, there's also a merchandise bag for Theigns and Thralls that isn't that one. There's a smaller one. Let me see if I can find it. It's got like postcards and things in it. This might be it. There it is. I think I'm going to get this card reader going now just to make sure it's all good, because a previous time we used this, it wouldn't work. Check that out in one of the previous videos. I'm just getting the merchandise ready while the card reader does a software update. Always make sure you got some non-stick tape to tape things on walls, and these are quite cool for makeshift merchandise stalls. T-shirt hangers that fold up, so you can display things nicely. So that's the my guitar and my rig, Arian's bass and rig. We still need to get all the drum stuff. Yeah, we've still got a good bit to do. Not just the drum stuff, there's the just general band stuff, like the merchandise and things like that. So, yeah, we're still going. Of course, something like this happens. The trip just went and some of the lights aren't working. So, the rest of the video might be quite dark. So, the card reader has finished its software update and it's charged a bit. So, yeah, that's ready to go. I think that is the merch case ready to go. So this hardware case is left over from the Rule of 6 gig a couple of weeks ago. So I need to get that emptied and Mike's hardware in it. Cymbal bag, I need to get Reggie's cymbals out and Mike's in. And snare. I've got a lot of drum stuff to do. Let's start with the easy stuff. And if we're lucky, this case contains Mike's favourite snare drum, and I won't have to go looking for that. That's the one, ready to go. Now Mike always wants an extra floor tom. 2 drums down, a buttload of other stuff to go. I think that's the hardware done. Fingers crossed. Mike sent his pedals. Yeah, right one. He sent his pedals back with me when we were in Warhorns. So that's those ready to go. I better set them out or I'll forget them. Just cymbals next. And I need to get those from the other room. I'm just making sure we've got all the other little bits and pieces. So this is our toolkit for emergency repairs on the road. I also need to bring some like string changing implements, winders and snips and things like that. All that stuff will be in here, but this is like one I tend to keep in the truck for emergencies. We won't want one that goes into the gig every night. This bag is another drum hardware bag. I use it for like other bits and pieces that are left behind. So in here I've got some guitar stands, and these are like our pop-up banners, stage dressing. You don't need a bag like that. It just saves having to do lots of small runs to the car when you can just do one. So I've got this extra bag packed now. So we've got the bass amp, the whole bass rig, guitar stands, 3 guitar stands, the pop-up banners. This is basically just a bag full of extra cables. You know, never know what's going to fail, what you're going to need. And this is a bag with a few microphones in it. I mean, generally we don't need to bring any microphones or anything like that, but it never hurts to have them. Usually the places we play, they're 100%. It's absolutely fine, but we don't know the venues we're going into. We don't know if they have everything. So we may as well, I've got them here, I may as well bring them. And this is just some stuff for changing strings, a couple of sets of strings, batteries, string winder, tuner, snips. So that's the one that goes into the venue with us. And I think that's going to be me for the night. I think we've got everything, but I'll be back down tomorrow to pack everything into the truck, and I've got all night to think about what I've missed. Okay, we're back. It's the next day, so now the goal is to get all of that stuff and all of that stuff into the truck. When I built this studio, I knew that times like this would come, so I did something for a very special reason. Now's the time to use it. Let's go. So I've got all the gear pulled out from the studio to the back of the truck. So now I have to somehow get all this in there. I'm fairly certain we've done more gear in a smaller space before, so this should be all right. Let's get going. We got it all in. This is the only time I'm going to have to do this by myself on the tour, because when Arian does this, it's like watching a master craftsman at work. So I usually let him do it. I think that's everything, but it's only 5 o'clock and I'm not leaving till tomorrow morning, so I've got the rest of the evening to try and remember anything that I've forgotten. So we might call it there for this video. See you on tour.